Everyone. Okay, let me just get this microphone closer to my face. Where do I go? Where do I put it? Big microphone. Heavy microphone. Well, I don't want to move the webcam because it'll turn off because it's very sensitive now for some reason. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'll let people come in. I'm sorry I'm late, but yeah, I'm just trying to take it easy because it's a busy week for me. But it's good to see everybody. And like take a look at the chat overlay. How do I look at that again? I guess I'll just open the chat. Isn't that shocking? Isn't that a shocking thing to do? YouTube and then Twitch. And I don't mind if people aren't like hanging out too much because aw, thank you, Nerdy Flower, and thank you, Eliz. Birth! It's birth time! It's birthmas! It's birth day. Well, it's my birthday next week, and I'm actually releasing some fun little extra stuff next week for my birthday. Well, not exactly for my birthday, but like as a thank you to everybody on my birthday. A birthday gift from me to you, even though it's my birthday. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And right now, I mean, I was planning to do some drawing, but the setup that I have has prevented me from getting any drawing space. So I'm actually gonna work on something that I need to for Haina anyway, which is a sticker pack. Yippee! So I'm not drawing anything new. I'm just gonna be placing a bunch of stickers on Photoshop. Hopefully it works because last time I tried to do Photoshop, it was not having a good time for some reason, and I don't know why, but we'll see. Okay, let me just say hi to everybody on YouTube as well. Oh, my nose. Sorry, my nose is not happy today. I put it on YouTube, even though most people are going to be in the Twitch chat, just so I can have an automatic VOD, so I don't have to worry about it. But if you're on YouTube, I'm still saying hi. But most people are on Twitch right now. Hi Nerdy, hi Ellis, and hi Project Gnosis. Yay, Project Gnosis. Our fellow BIPOC audio drama creator, who is very cool and who has stick balang in their audio drama, which automatically makes it much cooler. If your audio drama has stick balang, it is superior, and I don't make the rules. Yeah. And of course, yes, stickers. Yes, absolutely. It is my birthday, but you're all getting the gifts. I mean, gifts. I'm selling these. These are for sale. But, you know, I'm still excited to share them. Let me set up my Photoshop to see if that works. I'm just going to be here for a couple of hours. I'm going to be doing what I usually do anyway, which is working on Hainai things. But at least it'll be enjoyable for all of us. And actually, I wonder if I can play some nice music as well. Let's see. Let's see if I can play some nice music. Although I didn't put on my earphones, so maybe that'll let's see. We can play some really nice music as we do this. Some, whatchamacallit, public domain music. Oh, by the way, everybody, even though I'm streaming tonight, we will have a new episode tomorrow, so catch that stream on YouTube at 9 p.m. like usual. We were quiet last week, even though we usually release a preview for bonus episodes, because last week's bonus episode was for someone dies in this elevator, and the request was that we would not release the episodes before our episode drops on Someone Dies in This Elevator on their RSS feed. However, I think they would have still let me do a preview. I just chose not to. I think I'll like let it be fresh and fancy free for the next for when it actually comes out. My episode actually comes out in August, so it's still a while off. So, if you want to hear my episode early, you can subscribe to our Patreon. Yippee! Hi, Alex. Thank you. Thank you for greeting me. My birthday is on the 23rd, so I am actually releasing a fun little special thing on the Wednesday right after that. It'll be a little bonus, a new bonus feature that we're doing for Hainai. Oh wait, no, it is 23. Never mind. I thought it was Tuesday. Yeah, 23 is Wednesday, and I'm going to be releasing a fun little bonus thing for that for everybody to listen to. So enjoy that. It is in celebration of me, but also the pit. Happy pit. Happy pit, everybody. Happy pit. Happy Pits Day. The pit, the pit. Everyone's going mad as you do when you go visit the pit. Happy Pit Day. You know what I should do? You know what? You know what would be really cute? Wait, let me see if I can make this happen again. Um, cause I mean, I am on the video, right? But I do want to have a friend. Let me, let me see if I can get a friend up here. The friend who is also me. This will be fun. It'll be cute. Let me see if I can make it happen. Um, cause I like it when people put some silly things on screen, and I want to put a silly thing on screen. Where is it? Yeah, all right. There it is. It's me. It's another silly thing on screen. It's me. As drawn by the wonderful, amazing artist Siggy Koo. Oh, I'll just. Oh, okay, normal. Yay, it's me. Oh, I can I can cover the microphone as though I need to, but as though you don't all know I am an audio drama creator. Hey, I lost one of those earrings and I'm sad. Like those were my favorite earrings, which is why I had them drawn into this little avatar of me. That's my PNG tuber. Silly little things. Rip earrings, but it's okay. I have some good ones now, as you can probably tell. Let me see if I can put other. I'm just gonna start putting everything up here. Okay, let's put that there. Let's put it over here. It's my little PNG tuber when I play some stuff, and then this is all this stream is gonna be. It's just me putting like things on the on the screen. That's what you guys want, right? That's. They are cats. Yeah, let me see if I can get them closer. One sec. Yeah. Wait. Let me show you. It's very funny and cute and funny. Oop, oop. Let's see if I can cover my face and show the cat. Oh, no, it's turning. Oh no, it won't turn there we go. Why won't it? There. Yes. 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 Me, 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 me. Look at it. Me, 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 me. It represents my soul, and then I'll be blurry this entire time, but that's okay. What was important was already seen. Why am I putting it on this? I'm very smart, as you as you can probably tell. I'm a very smart person. Oopsie. Uh-oh. Give me a sec. Wah, wah. I'm sorry. Bold wardrobe choice, but I just respect it. Oh, look, they're kissing. Anyway, okay, actually, what did I do? I was like, it fits there, so I have to put it in there, and it does, because my ear holes, my earring holes are big enough. But anyway, okay. Actually, let me set up this. Let me see if it shows up on the thingy. Yeah, I scientific word the thingy. Okay, let's see if this works. Hmm. All right. Window capture. Okay. Oh, there you go. Maybe it's a little show. All right. Let me shrink my thing. Oh, wait. One sec. Nope, it's not showing what I want it to show. This is the problem I have. It shows Photoshop. Oopsie. But it does not show um whatever I'm editing on Photoshop. So that's the big problem. Let me see. Oops, what am I touching here? Webcam is working. Okay. Webcam is working. This guy, it's not showing the canvas. Let me check real quick. Maybe it's a different thing. Photoshop, no. Photoshop, no. Photoshop, no. Nope. 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 Layers. Nope. Okay, I think it might be having a problem with this. Let me try to show something else. Okay, how about this? What if instead of a window capture, I did a screen capture? Display capture. Yeah, display capture and automatic. Okay. Nope, not working. Hmm. Oh well. If that's not gonna work, I might just let's see if I can just transform, fit the screen. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I think I will. Okay, let's see what we can do here. The Motzie movie trailer narrator voice makes an appearance. So true. The thingy makes up far too high a percentage of the words that leave my mouth. Exactly correct. I say thingy in like different languages. That's what I do. When I'm saying it in Tagalog, I just say thingy again, but in Tagalog. Okay, I'm gonna try to think of a way to actually like show you guys. Actually, I can show you something though that you might enjoy. Here. Um, I will show you a thing that I was working on the other day that I've shown the patrons. So you get to see a Patreon semi-exclusive thing that I have done already. And this was originally was going to show you guys. I was just going to like start refining this one, but there's also already a full thing that I've made, so I can just show you on loop. Here we go. Let me turn my camera off real quick. Let me get the windows ready. Um, okay. Where are you? There you go. I think you'll like this, guys, pals, friends. This should be good, and I will look at the surprise that I have for you all. There she is. Hi, Nathan. You get to see patron exclusive content. Look, I made an animation. I had It's Mary. I had to do an animation test for a job application, and I still have the trial left, a couple of days of the trial left. So I wanted to make an animation the way I know how, before I run out of trial time, because this software is $120 a month. But that's what happens when you are a professional in your field, I guess. So I'm using the trial as much as I can before I run out. And anyway, I don't want to keep it on my computer. It's so big. But yeah, that's the animation that I made for Mary, and I might make a little bit more before the end of the thingy if I have time. But I will be spending time with family this week, so we'll see about that. Either way, let me go back. Let me turn my face back on. Thanks for coming in, Nathan. Good to see you. Nathan is playing the sexy priest once again in my little anthology entry for Someone Dies in This Elevator, and I'm very excited. Hee hee. Animation subscriptions cost more than paying for parking in Toronto. Exactly. Good God. Yeah. I mean, there is like obviously a cheaper version of this. I just don't want to pay. I just don't want to. Period. Okay. So, I don't believe there are 9 people watching on YouTube, but maybe I'm wrong. Do I have bots on my channel? I don't know. Okay, 1 person watching now. That seems more likely. Anyway. Nathan says, I'm not a sexy priest, but I play one on not TV. Yeah. And then Nerdy Flower says, we love the sexy priest. Can't wait to see how he gets traumatized this time. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, we kind of reference his trauma in this one. He's not going to get traumatized. He just gets to hear about how the interpreter was traumatized. So that'll be fun. Hee hee. All right. So I'm trying to think of a different thing to do for all of you because I cannot make my I cannot make my stickers because you all won't see it because Photoshop is being weird. And for some reason I also cannot just I wonder if I can I'm wondering if I can't just show like, like display capture, right? So uh um 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 someone's gonna I am not an OBS expert, so this is still like something where I'm trying to figure things out. Make source visible. Okay. And then desktop duplication, select the display to capture. There you go. It works. It works. Okay. I think I figured it out. All right. I think I figured it out. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Wait, it might be working actually. Hmm. I think it is working. I think it is. Yeah, kind of. It is having a hard time with it though. Oh, OBS. Oh, OBS. How are you doing, OBS? Okay. Um, Let me check my phone to make sure that this is looking good. I don't want it to be awkward and weird, even though, talking by yourself is awkward and weird, but that's okay. We're getting used to that. Okay, let's see. Oh, my nose. So it's not showing up as a full image, and I don't know why. Let me try to fix that. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I think it's just because it's not scaled properly. Fit to screen. There you go. Yeah, you see my desktop a little bit. That's not too bad. I think that's better. OBS, as in, yeah, OBS. Fair enough. I mean, it's not just your ineptitude. It really is like OBS is just kind of tough, but that's why it's free. When something's free, you have to like figure it out on your own. That's how they do it. They don't make it use like a lot of the things that you pay for is just user interface friendliness, and that's it. It's not worth it. Okay, so we can start making these stickers. Although, you know what I'll do? I will quickly. Sorry, you'll see me go back and forth between OBS and this. I'm gonna put it beneath. There you go. She has to be here. It's important. And actually, I'll make it slightly. I'll make this one slightly bigger, just so don't have to see my toolbar or whatever. Chiding, chiding. There, and then we just put this down a bit more. Display capture down a bit more. Um, Display capture down a bit more. Okay. That should be fine, I think. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Now, this should be much better. I'm watching the chat. No, don't worry. But now you can see this file that I'm working on. And yeah, just say hi in the chat. PNG tuber is very critical, yeah. I mean, listen, it's gonna be so lonely and sad if you don't see a cute little thing just smiling at you. So this is very important. So right now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening a bunch of different things. You can see there's HiNet 55 right here. There's HiNet 56 over here. We are working on it. But in the meantime, we're going into the secret HiKnife folder that you're all going to see. And set up a bunch of little things. Episodes! Yeah, we need the joy and encouragement. Exactly. You need some cute little things saying hi to you. Speaking of cute little things, Chico is very good and important, and I need you all to like it. Like I like it. Alright, so I have to. So, what I'm doing right now for the stickers is that I need ones that I can sell. And the differences between the ones I can sell and the ones that I can only give away are did I commission it or not? And the only thing that I've commissioned that I can also sell is the one I've bought, like, I literally bought the license for, quote unquote. And in this case, it is the Timies because I actually bought ownership of that design because I liked it so much, which is why it's on all of our stickers on Redbubble. But then there's also just these little guys right here, the ones that I designed myself. This is the old sticker pack. I might use most of these, but I want to add something to it, which I think is really cute. Hee hee. I really like this sticker pack. I do want to add more things. Nerdy Flower says, "If I feel like if I fall down the Chicola rabbit hole, I may never come back out." Yes, yes, that is very true, and yeah, you'll never escape. Oh, give me a sec. I'm just gonna go get my tea. I'm gonna go get my iced tea. One moment. Enjoy this little enjoy looking at the image that I'm showing you right now. Shush, 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 shush. Hoo, 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 hoo. Oh, I'm so tired today. Oh, I'm so tired. Been so busy. Yeah. Hear my iced tea sounds. Also, everyone, if you are, you know what we should do actually? I want to, hmm, I kind of want to preview a little bit of the episode while we're doing the first half of this. So, how about this? I just released the 5 minute preview to tomorrow's episode. While you're all here, we can listen to a little bit of tomorrow's episode as I'm working on this stuff. And yeah, Nerdy says, I'm super psyched to get all of the stickers all at once, honestly. Hell yeah. I actually might, I'm thinking if I want to do this sticker pack and then a second one, because I do have a couple of ones that I really like. Um, but either way, I think these are all like good designs for the stickers that I am happy to sell. Mm. Okay. Everybody, I'm so grateful for all of you for being here. So I'm going to play the first 10 minutes of tomorrow's episode. And then tomorrow we'll all come together again. You won't hear my voice, but you will hear, you will see me in the chat for tomorrow's episode stream. Happy Easter, by the way, everybody. Um, Happy Easter. I don't have any eggs in my house. Well, I have real eggs. I don't have any eggs in my household. Is that a bad sign? I don't know. Happy He is Risen Day. Happy Rising Again Day. Happy Resurrection Day. Happy the fucker wasn't dead day. And I'm sure many of you might guess that Mary has something to do with He is Risen Day. If nothing else, if maybe it's her birthday or something. Teehee. All right, let's actually get a bit of stuff done. Hee hee. Oh, oh my God! I keep remembering things I need to do, and one of those things, those very important things that I need to do. It's so important. A new piece for the theory, exactly. But listen, I realized there's something I forgot to do, and it's work on this. That's what I was supposed to do. That's why I've been feeling so strange this week. Because I forgot that I needed to work on this. It's a little rough. It's a little hard to work on it when I don't have my uh my tablet. Because just to give you an idea, I have my webcam um plugged in, I have my microphone plugged in, and I have my light plugged in. So I'm wondering if I can get my my tablet plugged in, or if this is just a good design for the pit shirt. I do want to actually I can work on it without my tablet. That's fine. I am a professional, and I can do this. So this is a stock photo image that I used for the pit, and I will simply draw around it so that it is more refined. And here's how we do that without using any sort of pen. We'll do this. Meanwhile, as I'm doing this, I do want to let me set up the episode real quick. One sec. I'm back. Hey, hello. Jump scare. I am the jump scare. Let me set up the episode here. I think you'll all enjoy. Okay. I'll play the first 10 minutes of the next episode as I'm working on the pit, because I tend to go quiet when I'm like doing some art stuff. And then I will stop it at 10-minute mark. And then, yeah, we can continue the episode tomorrow because the episode is 30 minutes long. So, that's fun. Like, that's a pretty long episode. So 10 minutes is not gonna, spoil too much, like spoil the entire thing. It'll be fun though. Okay, let me turn on my desktop audio. Oh, is it already on? Oh, it's already on. Okay, so with my desktop audio, we will play the episode. There we go. And I will turn off my mic for a sec.
You're listening to Hainai by Motzie Dapple. Episode 55. Bangungot.
For years, I had the same recurring nightmare. It started when I was a kid, and it made me so scared that I couldn't sleep in my own room, and had to sleep in my sister's room where her crib was. Her floor was a soft carpet, so I just slept on the floor with my pillow and blanket. When she got old enough, I'd sneak into her room and share the bed, and I didn't want to tell her about my nightmares in case I was contagious or something. Now, reoccurring nightmares aren't anything too crazy, nothing supernatural or whatever. But the nightmares themselves? Well, to start, they were shorter before. When I was a kid, they were shorter, vaguer. I'd have a hard time remembering them at first. But the more I had them, the more details got seared into my memory, so I know for a fact that they used to be shorter. So I'm going to start with what I remember from back then. And, well, I remember being in this basement. I think it was a basement. It must have been a basement. There were no windows, and it was cold. It's weird because I don't think I've ever had any other dream where I felt cold, or hot, or any other temperature. But I remember it was cold. I looked around me, and early on I only saw darkness. Then, over time, shapes. It never got much brighter, but I could see the people around me if I really tried. But, I wish I didn't. There was this kid beside me. Tiny, but I was tiny too then, so we were just the same size. Even in the dark, I could see his bright eyes staring at me like stars. He raised a finger to his lips and shushed me. I didn't see it the first few times until I really paid attention. The kid, he was missing some fingers. On the one hand that he was using to keep me quiet, and on the other hand that came up to cover my mouth when I tried to ask a question. Both pinkies, and the ring finger on one hand. It didn't look like an accident. He was just a kid, I wasn't sure. I didn't know who could have done that to him, but it scared me. He scared me. even if I knew he wasn't the one to fear. I looked around, squinted in the dark, tried to see other people. I heard some groans, breaths, shivers, movement, in what sounded like chains. I looked down at the kid's foot, and he had a chain around his ankle that was cold to the touch when I reached out. It wasn't normal. I know it wasn't normal, but I didn't realize that until years later. Then I heard someone start to cry. A man, I think, far away from me, but close enough for his sobs to echo across the basement. And I knew it was a basement. It must have been a basement because there were no windows and... A door opened above, shining this blinding light down wooden steps that were right in front of me and the other kid. It was in that moment that I saw them. The others. Sunken eyes, lank hair, rags that hung off bony frames, barely enough to keep them warm. I saw this over many dreams. I looked in different directions each one until I memorized every little detail I could gather in that brief moment when light shone down on us. Because right after that, the dream would end. At least, at the time. Back when I was a kid. But even as a kid, I remember I saw, in the corner where the light barely hit, there was a body staring right at me with those glassy, empty eyes, lips dry, mouth half open, pale and lifeless, suspended by a chain that was wrapped around its neck, its leg bent up to make it reach. I say it. I think it used to be a woman, but all I remember was a body. The night I saw it, realized what I was looking at, I screamed. And then I woke up. I tried to keep it from my parents for a while, but eventually my night terrors got to be too much. And I wasn't as subtle as I thought I was when I snuck into my sister's room every time I had them. I didn't want to bother them, but they said it'd bother them more if they knew I was suffering and they couldn't help. So they got me on this whole bedtime routine, and Dad would sit with me for a bit until I fell asleep. It was nice. Didn't get rid of the nightmares completely, but I had them less and less for a while. Around this time, my mom suggested bringing us to Grandpa. I was 12 and my sister was 6, and we never met our grandpa on our dad's side before. They never said anything, but I'm pretty sure my dad didn't like his dad. Said he'd been bitter since they'd left the ancestral home when my dad was barely old enough to remember it, and spent most of Dad's life barely aware of him beyond criticizing him for every little thing. There was some talk about how maybe he could help me with my nightmares, but I didn't know what the connection was at first. So eventually, they brought us to Grandpa. The place he was at, it was nice. Luxury, even. We got to see him in his private room, which was big enough for all of us. I remember distinctly, when I first saw him, that I thought he kind of looked like a cartoon vulture. He was skinny, balding, and had a bit of a hunch, and he had this look on his face like he was mad all the time. I thought he was a little scary, but didn't say anything about it. Just greeted him when my parents told us to. But he didn't respond. It was like he didn't hear us, so I figured it meant he was going deaf. So I said hi a bit louder, and my sister copied me. Still, he just sat in his chair, wearing his pajamas, staring out the window. The nurse said he was like that most of the time, though every so often he'd snap out of it and ask for things. She wanted to talk to them about his condition, and my parents didn't want us listening in, so they took it outside while me and my sister sat on the soft chairs they brought in for guests and started doodling in our notebooks. Why is her hair such a mess? I jumped when I heard those words. First time I ever heard my grandpa speak. And I realized right then that he was looking his sharp nose down at us, but we never saw him move. He looked so angry, and his eyes were so stark, and my sister looked like she didn't know what to do when that gaze was focused on her. For her sake, I put on a brave face and said, "It's not a mess. It's natural and beautiful. Don't be such a bully." I saw his angry brows shift to confusion before he looked around, like he just noticed where he was. He asked who we were, and I told him we were his grandkids. The way he said the word, grandkids, he looked down at himself like he wasn't sure what it meant at first. Then he put out his long, pale, bony hand and said, "I'm sorry."
I am back. Hello. Sorry for all the display weirdness. And I just saw some people come in. Wait, let me say hi. Hello, Many Jawed Possum. Nice to see you here. Thank you for stopping by. I'm reading. Elizabeth said, "A good door noise." Yeah, I found a good door noise. Nerdy Flower says, "Creaky door up there with the hanging ghost for sound effects to make me go, oh, bang, bang, bang." But yes. Hello, everybody. That was 10 minutes already? Yeah, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. Full episode tomorrow, I swear. I know, right? 10 minutes already. But yes. And I'm really excited for next week too, actually. We haven't like cut that together yet, but we have recorded it. Lots of fun. I am very busy this week though, so we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we can get it up by next week, but we'll see. I just have to like it is kind of tough because the recording of it is a little tough. Because I am this is only a minor spoiler, but there will be some Wahila. And the problem is, I voiced the Wahila, but when I voice, that's not a problem. But when I voice the Wahila, I have to do this. I have to talk like this into the microphone, and this is kind of hard to keep up when I'm doing this. So I have to do this for like 40 minutes or something, because this Wahila episode is pretty big. So that's tough. And yeah, you can hear it if I'm not putting in all my entire ass into this. So it's kind of rough to do on my voice. But yeah. So it's a little tough to do. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is the full episode, and have to get in touch with your inner Gillian. That's not even Gillian Anderson. That's like I don't know who I'm trying to get in touch with, but it's not Gillian Anderson. I mean, yes, Morrow is the inspiration, but Gillian Anderson did not have to put this much effort into the voice as I did. She didn't have to go here to become the wolf. She just had to be here, which is much easier for me to do. I wish I actually did that, but I really wanted the wolf to be something else. So I have to do this. And then put a lot of effects on it. Oh, my head. That voice actually, like. Oh. Oh, thank you, Project Gnosis, for joining. Yeah, like actually this stream is gonna go pretty fast now that I think about it, because we are already almost to the 1 hour mark, and even though I did start late, I don't intend to like go too long. Um I just want to chat with everybody. So yeah, I just wanted to know how's everyone doing? What are you all up to? Like, how's your week been? I do want to hear from you because, you know, I really appreciate all the pit posting in the Discord. It makes me laugh every single time. I am aware that because it's been like 2 weeks since the last High Night episode, there's not much to talk about. But I really appreciate everybody like just chatting in the High Night server. And I am working very hard so that everyone has some new episodes, new content, new stuff to talk about. And of course, like working on this pit based this pit based merchandise. I really wish, like, I don't know like why it takes so long to make things, but it does. I really wish it was shorter so I could like, shower you all in content slash, just like art. But that's how it be. Takes a little while, unfortunately, to make this sort of thing. Oh, but that's the artist life, I suppose. Tell me about your weeks. Tell me how you've been. Tell me how you're going to spend your Easter weekend and all that. Tell me about your Hainai thoughts, etc., etc. I want to hear about them. And I also know that you all want to see the stickers. Give me a sec. What am I doing? What am I doing? Looking at things. Oh, Reg is here. Hi, Reg. Cherry Mecca. Let's go. Yay. We're having fun. Yay. We just listened to 10 minutes of tomorrow's episode, so you missed so much, Reg. No, I'm kidding. Reg. Um, but yeah, I mean, you get to listen to the episode tomorrow anyway. I'm excited to see everybody in the chat tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna be talking, obviously, but I still love seeing the chat and like replying to chat and all that. Oh, today was just a long day. Um, it's kind of interesting because like I was kind of too tired to kind of think of anything to do for the stream other than, what I was already doing. But I still wanted to do the stream because I wanted to like, I didn't want the birthday week to pass without me doing like a fun little birthday stream, which I do every year. This is the first year without Reg, so that's kind of sad, but I'm still excited for my actual birthday, so I'm gonna see my family. That'll be nice. It does mean like things are going to get a bit busy next week, but I am hoping to stay on schedule and I am hoping to get the Wahila episode done before then. Um, and yeah, I just want to be releasing more Hainai all the time. It's just being a very limited team, and I'm very grateful to my teammates who do like the editing, but it is still a very limited situation. We don't have as many resources as we wish we did, obviously. Um, oh, thank you. I was showing off my earrings earlier as well, the little kittens. Nerdy Flower says, I'm just coming off one birthday party for a friend, heading off to an Easter birthday combo party tomorrow for my brother. That's awesome. That sounds so much fun. I wish I could have a party. I am like meeting up for sure, but I wish I could have a party. I mean, I'm having a party in early May. That's what I'm gonna do. But for this week, it's just gonna be hanging out with family, which will be really nice. Um, but yeah, I'm just like rushing all of the things that I need to rush because April went so fast. Uh, why is April going so fast? It's the month that I enjoy the most. Why does it have to end so fast? Jeez. Ugh. Truly just does not make sense to me, you know? Okay. I'm just doing some, and I don't know if you all saw, or if Reg saw, but here, this is what I'm doing right now. It's this one. Yay! I had to go with display capture instead of window capture because my computer's doing something weird with Photoshop. But yeah, we're working on the pit shirt. Let me show you the full thing. I am basically like making the pit from scratch, but also like getting like the design from a lovely little icon that that helped me get the shape of the pit right. But yeah, for the most part, I just want to rest. I don't want to end the stream early, but I'm certainly not gonna go past the time. Cause, but at the same time, all I keep doing is just lying down and just watching videos. So it's better for me to be like up here and doing something. But yeah, let me go back to this display capture. Turn that off. But yeah, I mean, I would have played a game, but I can't think of any sort of like game that I would play right now. I mean, I could have played Observation Duty, and that's pretty fun. But it's one of those things where I don't get to look at the chat. Well, I do look at the chat, but like it's I get very invested in the game, and it is a chill. Yeah, I hope it's a chill day. Um, let me see. Nerdy Flower says, by party, I do mean dollar store decorations and pizza cake with three people. That it was fun. That's the best kind. Dollar store, like, there's just, raiding the dollar store for stuff for a birthday party is awesome. And then Eliz B says, I feel like this whole year is speeding by at an increasing rate. Yeah, right? It's just happening so fast. I guess, I don't know, not in a bad way necessarily. I do feel like my days are busy, and that's been pretty nice, but at the same time, it's just, I want there to be more time. And Elizabeth says, I am a teacher on spring break, so I've been skating and goofing around on the internet. Yay! Congrats! That's so awesome. That's so cool. I love that. Um, and then are those Bezier curves? Um, let me see. I'm trying. Uh, uh, you know, Bezier curves. I'm looking up what it means, and I guess kind of. So what I'm using are curves in Photoshop, and yeah, similarly, like you control them by going on different points. So that's a very good question, Alex, and I guess it counts, although I just know them as like Photoshop curves. I don't know. It's a fun little trick that I was taught a long time ago to make really clean lines. And the nice thing is, like, obviously I can make really nice lines when I'm on the tablet, but when I am not on the tablet, I can still make some nice clean lines, just takes a lot longer. So at least I have that, which is nice. Um, there was something else I was going to show. Oh, right. For people who are late, I do want to show you the animation again. For people who are late, I made an animation the other day while I was waiting for recordings to come in. And because I have I still have my trial on for Harmony. So I was applying for a job, and I don't own Toon Boom Harmony unless I'm applying for a job or at a job, because it's a very, very, very expensive program, and I have not figured out how to pirate it yet. But I was able to do the, job application, and then I was like, I still have the trial. I want to make some high nice stuff out of it. So I made this. Let me get the thingy real quick. I think it should work. Let me see if it's possible. There we go. So I made this in Harmony. I made a little animated Mary. And the fun thing about Harmony is that you can like break her down into pieces and move those pieces individually, and that's kind of how modern animation works. You can see kind of there's a little bit of like imperfection here. I do have to like straighten those out a bit more, but it makes animating much easier. And with this Mary model, I can actually do way more. I can make her say things. I can make her do different movements. I can like make like, well, right now she's only in profile view, but if I make like a much more extensive Mary model, I can actually go and do a lot more with the animation than I am already. But yeah, let me go and put my thing back on. So that's what I want to do. Like, I want to just make the podcast and make animations of the podcast. That's my ideal life right now. Like, I wish I had that, but I don't, because I still need to do other things and earn money and all that. But, aw, Many Jawed Possum, aw, pretty, thank you. And Cherry Mecca says, whoa, so cool, thank you so much. And Alex says, love the full body laugh animation, thank you. Yeah, it's laughing is a fun thing to animate because it works in such a way like a lot of people don't know how to animate it. And that's kind of because it's like such a specific movement. So, and I'm glad that I learned that a long time ago. I'm not the greatest animator in the world, but I do have a lot of knowledge. So, I know how to make people I know how to draw laughing, I know how to draw horse movements, which is a very tough thing to animate. It's terrible. I never want to do it again, but I also have to put on my resume in case somebody needs me to animate a horse. And I mean, not necessarily a realistic horse. I know how to draw My Little Pony because I animated on My Little Pony, the TV show. So I know how to animate a My Little Pony horse. So it's close enough, I guess. I know how to animate a quadruped that moves like a horse. So there's that. Uh, but you'd have to pay me a lot of money to animate a horse again. Nerdy Flower says, "I love the way you draw her hair. Thank you. Yeah, I, I keep looking at the icon of Mary in the High Night logo or the High Night cover, and I'm just like, ah, dang it! I made her hair curlier than it is in the logo because her hair in the logo kind of just goes like, nope, like that. So it's like a slight wave, but but unfortunately, I do like drawing wavy hair, so." That's how I do. So Mary in my drawings tends to have like a lot of like very wavy hair because I like it. In fact, like I think the inspiration for Mary's hair is a specific anime character that I really liked a long time ago. Uh, okay. Let me bring up the image so I can I can show you what I mean about Mary's hair. There, you'll see where I kind of like learned how to draw this type of hair when you see this character. Chitting. Oops. Nope. Chitting. This girly right here. Let me bring her up. How do I do this? Window capture, I guess. Firefox, I guess. There we go. Turn this off. Turn this off. Is that right? There you go. There she is. This girl right here. The way her hair is drawn, I really like it. So you can see a little bit of the curls here and there. A little bouncy hair. Anyway, Princess Tutu mention once again. I have been able to fit a lot of Princess Tutu mentions of High Night into this. But yeah. Oh, by the way, for all of you who, I mean, it's not going to be a surprise, but the thing that I'm posting on Wednesday is the brand new High Night B-sides. So a lot of your questions that you have left in the Discord, in the YouTube channel, and in the socials will be answered in that High Night B-sides. What I'll be posting to the public's feed will not be the full episode. The full episode will be Patreon only, like Patreon $10 and above only. I might make the first episode available to all patrons just because I want that to be more accessible, but subsequent episodes will be Patreon bonus tier only, which is $10, but you will get most of that episode publicly because I do it like I don't want to paywall my episodes. I really don't. I need the money. Unfortunately. That's how it goes. But I am really excited to share it because what will be a surprise is who's going to be in that episode. Woo! It's going to be me, but there's someone else. Woo! That's going to be the spoiler. That's going to be the big surprise on Wednesday. So you're not going to be surprised by the content of that episode, but you will be surprised by the special guest. And And Cherry Mecha says, yeah, her hair is nice. And Elizabeth says, bouncy. Yeah, exactly. I love the bouncy hair. And Nerdy says, I still need to watch Princess Tutu. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That's my birthday gift. But yeah, we'll have a guest. And actually, now that I think about it, I kind of want to have different guests on certain episodes. That might be nice. But for the most part, it's like guests that are sort of related. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. I came onto the stream without a plan, and I'm going to continue doing it without a plan, but I will show you all the thing I was working on, which is the pit shirt. The reason that it's green and red right now is just I'm just oh, let me turn on the display capture. There you go. The reason that it's green and red right now is just so I can show like the different parts of the pit. I need to redraw it so that it's not just a very crunchy PNG or like a very crunchy like JPEG that is on the shirt. I need it to be an actual like pit drawing. So I'm doing that right now. But other than that, I was also working on sticker sheet. This is an old sticker sheet. I might make that the thing. But I also want to add other images to the sticker sheet. And this one's a bit tight. So I'm going to try to think of other ways to do it. But some of the images I want to include are other drawings that I've done for Hainai. And oh yeah, I do want to show something. That's what I remember. See, I like forget all the things I want to show, and then I immediately like, oh yeah, that's the thing I want to show you all. So, let me bring that out real quick. I have a surprise. Kind of. Ooh, Truffling came on Twitch and said, I just want to say happy birthday, Motzie. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I haven't been checking the YouTube chat. I am evil, I am bad, I am a fool. I am a fool. I'm a true fool. How could I do this? I guess I haven't missed any messages, I suppose. But still. Either way. Yeah. I'm mostly checking messages on Twitch because that's where the chat is. But I'm live streaming this simultaneously onto YouTube, just so I can have a VOD for later for those who missed this. Because a lot of people like enjoy the VODs, and I'm really happy about that. I love Hainai. I want to do more of it. Right now, I'm doing it at the scale that I can, but the more support that we get, the more we'll be able to like work on this. So that'll be really nice. And this is part of it, actually. What I'm about to show you all is part of the getting Hainai to be a bit more like sustainable. Here. So another plan, other than the B-sides, that's going to be a thing. So here it is. I bought these thinking that I could fit some comics in them. They're too thin. So that was a mistake. But now I'm going to use them for Hainai things. Here we go. So here's what's going to be in the Hainai thing. This is not... okay. First of all, I'm a millennial. I have to make SpongeBob references. So I have printed a bunch of prints of the Winter Market card. The Winter Market card is going to be available to purchase, and I will be selling them to people. The Winter Market print that will be we'll be doing some monthly print sales to keep Hainai going. I was inspired by William Wellman, who does some amazing art as well. Uh, Everyone's really nice in the comments. The Many Jawed Possum says, I was about to say SpongeBob training video reference. Exactly. Obviously, the colors aren't as nice on the video, but they are very nice in real life. And also, you know, CMYK. Anyway. Let me put that back. All the Hainai fans go crazy for Winter Market. Exactly. Truffling says, Cornelius looks really distinguished and Danny's just adorable. Right? So cute. So I'm going to be selling those as a print. But the other thing that's going to go in is the sticker pack. So that's why I'm working on the sticker pack right now. This sticker pack I'm about to show you is not for sale because unfortunately it has commissioned work. I printed them out originally for giving away, which is fine because, you know, again, I'm not profiting off of another artist's work, but this sticker, so this is going to be, I'm doing a test delivery and I'm sending the sticker pack with the test delivery. This is all free for my test delivery recipient. I speak for a living. Recipient, our wonderful co-producer Jesse Goodsell, and by co-producer I mean Jesse paid for Act 3 last year, almost entirely. So we have named them co-producer. But yeah, so this is the sticker pack that was not for sale because it has it has art from other people, but I still really like it. Like, I wish I could sell these, but I can't. That's the one. So I'm putting it in the elevator in the envelope. And this is going to go in the envelope. And we fold it down like this. And you get this nice little package that is stiff. And you get it in your mail. Hell yeah. So I'm going to, yeah, I just have to like get the test deliveries done. And, you know, get the pricing because this is the exact weight of the packages. Let me read some comments real quick. Cherry Mecha says, I need to hold the gay people in my hands. Yeah. Truffling says, you guys have keychains? Because I collect keychains. We plan to. We plan to. Right now, I am unfortunately in the midst of doing a bunch of deliveries for my other thing that I do, which is the, oh wow, I went blurry for a sec, which is, I was working on my comic anthology, which we also made keychains for it. And so right now I'm focusing on that. But I do plan to make Hainai keychains in the future. Very excited about that. Maybe as part of like our next fundraising setup. And yeah, keychains are a little easier to transport than a lot of the other things we've been transporting so far, which is nice. But let me show you like the keychains I've made before. This one I'm so proud of the design. A different artist drew it, but I conceptualized the design and let me show you the keychain. It's a Manananggal keychain, and they have on trail keychain. They have keychain on trails. And you can separate the keychains like this. So you can have the top half of the manananggal right here. And then you can have the bottom half of the manananggal right here. Hell yeah. This is manananggay, actually. Designed by one of our artists. So, oh, and the best part is, oh, this is the best part. This is the best part, but this is also good. To match the bat wings. It all comes together. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Yes, Cherry Mecca, it is sick as hell. And Many Jawed Possum says, Bat! Bat! Hee. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. Actually, so I really like this, but my favorite one is our pins. So also Hainai pins on the horizon. And the nice thing is I did this for the comic. Now I know how to do it. I can make it for Hainai. That's the best part. I might do yeah, we'll do some fundraising for some of these and then we'll just like yeah, get them out there. But let me show you my other favorite thing. It's this one. It's my coat. It's my lovely coat. So same design, different idea. Pins. So these are the pins. Here's the top half of the manananggal once again. Let me angle that correctly. There they are. Let me hide my face so that it focuses. Wait, let me hide my face so it focuses. I don't know if it, yeah, there you go. And then there's the second one. There's the bottom half, top half, bottom half. Now you can put it like together like that. Ta-ding! It's floating away. The top hat's floating away. Ta-ding! I love this pin so much. I mean, I'm just gonna put it on my store at some point, but right now it's going to all of our Kickstarter fundraiser people, our Kickstarter funders. So that's a little preview for what we might expect for Hainai in the future. What all I need is like a lot of to be able to fundraise for it. We might do actually right yeah we might do just a merch fundraisers so that we can like do pre-orders and all that. It'll be really fun. I am hoping to get everybody as much Hainai merch as possible before the end of Hainai. And because we have so many ideas. Oh, here's one idea. Actually, let me talk about some ideas that Yoi, our other co-creator and editor, has talked about, which she's been so excited about, like Hainai stuff. And Yoi also voices DJ in the Dark. Um, Yoi had the idea of making a shaker charm. I don't know if you know what a shaker charm is. It's kind of like it can be a keychain, but it's like a charm that has smaller little tiny charms inside them. Um, Nerdy Flower says, "I see Hainai pins. I throw my credit card at the screen." Right? Actually, I might even use the timies. Like the timies can be the little pins. It'll be amazing. Mm. Anyway, so oh my nose. Okay. Yoi has the idea of making a Hainai shaker charm, where the shaker charm itself is a milk tea, like a milk tea shape, and then the inside are little faces of the Hainai characters. So they are the bubbles in the milk tea. That's the idea. That's what we're trying to get done. That's what we want to make happen. Um, I know that a lot of podcasts don't technically have merch and stuff, and that's totally fine. I want to be that podcast. I want to make so much merch. I don't. Ugh, I want to make so much merch. I actually have an example of a shaker charm. Let me grab it real quick. Yeah, one sec. Where is my shaker charm? Oh, there it is. Oh god, so dusty. Oh, there you go. This is a cute little shaker charm from an old like a fundraiser thing, Kickstarter thing, anthology thing, for the Hades game. It's a little dusty, but it looks like this. So this is the front. What am I doing? Oh yeah, this is the front. This is the back, and basically you can hear it. If you look at, you can hear it shaking. Carefully, if you look inside, there are these little coins. So basically, what happens is that it's like in there. Obviously, this one like has more of an image on front, so you can't see it as well. But the idea for the Hainai one is that it's almost fully transparent, other than the outer like outline of the milk tea, and then the inside you can see all the little guys. That'll be fun. That's our plan. I see the vision. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if Hainai is big enough for that, but I think it would be fun. And I think like even if people don't like fully listen to Hainai, they would like the ideas of just I think that's what it is. Like I think Hainai has a lot of appeal outside of like the story. I think the characters have a lot of appeal. I think like the ideas that we have have a lot of appeal, and even if people don't necessarily have to listen to Hainai, I think they'd enjoy the merch. So that's what I want to do. Um just because yeah, like there's so much I want to do with Hainai before I finish the story, and part of that is like just making the cutest possible merch to commemorate it. And like speaking of merch, you can tell how much I really want this merch to happen. That's what I want. That's what I want most. I have a couple of Hainai shirts. I need to get more. I want to get one of each of the characters so they have like you know, a bunch of choices. This is my official shirt merch, and then I have the Mary and Donner shirt, and I also have the full cast shirt. I do want to get Laura and Murphy and Ashvin as well. And if you all don't know, you can actually get some of our merch on Redbubble. We don't get that much out of it, so we don't really talk about it too much. But if you want merch right now, you can get it off Redbubble. And but then we'll start making the special like pre-order merch for the future, which is really exciting. Nerdy Flower says, I'm unintentionally wearing a shirt with the same image right now. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's what this is like, I love talking about the future of Hainai here because even with the difficulties I've been having, like, with not having a full time job, I really, really love doing Hainai and I kind of want to do it full time. I want it to be successful, or at least successful enough to be able to like self sustain. And I want to like make this stuff happen for everyone who listens because I love it. I love doing Hainai. I love it a lot. Um, Cherry Mecha says there will be eventually enough to have a Hainai fashion show. I trust, right? So, yeah, right now that's what I'm working on. I'm working on some merch. The pit merch is something I'm excited about. It's gonna go on a Redbubble store, but yeah, future merch stuff I want to like do pre-orders for because um that would be really nice. Oh, Emperor came in. I need some advice. Sure, ask your question. But yeah, it's just something I really want to do, and um right now I just have to deal with the rest of the deliveries for this comic. And for those of you who don't know, the comic is it's gonna be so funny for me to show this comic on stream, but whatever. Some of you already know this. Here we go. Chitting, chitting, chitting. Ta-da! Hey Emperor, do you actually listen to the High Night podcast? Because if you don't, you're just spamming and I have to like delete you. But if you hear me right now, go ahead. Go ahead and reply. It's the Haina. Yeah, this is the After Dark anthology that we worked on. Actually, I'm excited to like be in to be at convention selling these, but right now it's like is what it is. Okay. Okay. So, I actually, one more thing that I wanted to mention for the future of Hainai is that I am going to be a guest on DreadCon at DreadCon. So this is a dark like a dark authors convention, basically like dark fiction authors convention. So horror, like stuff like that. And I wanted to, I'm going to be at DreadCon to representing both the comics and Hainai. So obviously this comic, I mean this falls under dark fiction, right? Like adult anyway. And of course monster based, so it's dark fiction. And of course I do a lot of dark fiction Hainai. So DreadCon is going to happen, and I actually suggested that we could maybe make it a Hainai convention meetup. Um, after dark fiction, exactly, Benny Jod Possum. So I I have to schedule something for Hainai itself outside of the convention to be able to like, make it a more official Hainai meetup. But let me show you the poster for it right now. I will also be at Taffy. I keep forgetting to make an announcement for Taffy. Like everything's happening so much all the time, so fast. I will be at sorry, not Taffy, TCAF. I'm getting all my words mixed up. I'm gonna be at TCAF! Yay! So TCAF is a Toronto Comics Arts Festival. We are selling our comics there, but also like for people who want to meet up for Hainai, I'll also be there for that. I might be selling some of these stickers as well, which will be really nice. So I'm gonna put some Hainai stuff on the table, but I'm also gonna be doing it mostly for the comics. And let me show you. Yes. Oh, Nerdy Flower said, "OMG, I was just about to ask about TCAF, right? I'm already like announcing things for September, which is DreadCon, but I haven't even announced TCAF, and that's in June. I am gonna make. I have to make a graphic for that too. I have so much to do. So much to do. That's fine. That's really exciting. All right, so let me show you where be the bee. Where be the thing? All right, it's on Blue Sky. Let me show my Blue Sky. TCAF is Toronto Comics Arts Festival. For those of you who will like comics, it's definitely worth checking out. And for me, I will be at TCAF selling this year, which I'm very excited about. For some reason, I forgot to announce it because I am dumb, but I'm going to do that. But in the meantime, here's DreadCon. Let me window capture. There we go. Yeah, let me see if that works. There it is. So this is DreadCon. Attending author, Motzie Dapple, Dark Fiction Convention. September 13, 11 to 5 p.m. Nerdy Flower says, I've been undecided about TCAF this year, but I think that cinches it. Yes! Yes, let's do it! Let's do it! Oh gosh. Every time this sort of thing happens, I want to do some stuff before and after, or like, like kind of as a special like thing, but I don't know if I can schedule it properly, but I do want to see people at TCAF. But in relation to that, DreadCon is happening September 13, 2025, 11 to 5 p.m. in Burlington's Holiday Inn Burlington. And I want people to come visit. I want to make a Hainai event out of it as well. I'm trying to think of a way to like make the event more Hainai specific. But for now, I think it's just, like meet me at the convention, say hello, and I will be at the table I will be giving away some stuff to Hainai fans who come over because I do want to like have a longer chat, but I'm trying to think of a way that won't cut into people's schedules. Either way, for people who want to like come and see me, I'm happy to like give you all some cool Hainai swag and have a proper meetup, maybe earlier in the day or maybe later in the day, maybe a dinner meetup or something like that. So that'll be like the unofficial Hainai event. I'm trying to. Unfortunately, I haven't had the funds to make like a proper Hainai event or live show or performance, but I have also been considering that for this year because I think it's a good year for Hainai to have all the events. It's just a matter of budgeting it out and scheduling it out. That would be super fun. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, this ended up just being like order of business for Hainai, but I think it's really fun to talk about it with all of you because I haven't found the time or the, like just the context in which to announce all of these things. These are things that I've chatted with like my co-creators and things, but because I'm the only one here in Toronto, it's hard to kind of manage and schedule these things on my own. And it's been nice to just kind of it'll be nice to like announce this sort of thing. Cherry Maker says it's always exciting getting High Nine news. Yeah, no, I'm super happy about it. There are future episodes that I've been planning. There's a lot of just planning, just a lot of planning. It's tough because like when you're releasing High Nine, you kind of focus on that, but there's so much stuff behind the scenes that have been really exciting to do, and I really want to do them. And as you notice, sometimes I just bang out an entire animation for funsies. I really am inspired by Hainai quite a lot, so I want to just keep making the stories. I want to keep giving you all the stories, and it's just yeah, it's just nice. But yeah, If all of you have any questions, let me know, or any thoughts about it. Um, I just want to keep making more Hainai. And maybe, like, one of the things that have been suggested to me is compiling some of the scripts into books and fundraising for those. And that might be nice as well. Like, really, what I'm trying to do is just find ways to fundraise Hainai while also, just like, while also making Hainai as best as I can. And here, let me read some of the questions. Truffling says, "Is the Monster Lovers anthology available for purchase?" So yes, it will be. Right now it is the digital copy is available online. If you are happy to get the digital copy, it is on payhip.com /atemozzarella, which is the comics site. Let me bring that up real quick so that you all know how to get there. It's spelled as H mozzarella, but you know what I mean. Ate mozzarella. It's the joke. Ate means big sister in Tagalog, so ate mozzarella is ate motzie. Here, let me show you. So that's Mozzarella Comics. But if you want the physical copy, I'm still working on getting that available. The reason is I'm still finishing the deliveries of all of the Kickstarter supporters. There have been a lot of delays because of like merch stuff, but we're finally here. So yeah, at the Mozzarella Comics, you have the PDF copies of all of these comics that I have made or worked on with other people. So boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, anthology, and then after dark. So these are just PDFs. If you want the actual physical comic, you'll have to wait a couple more months until I finish delivering everything and I take stock of inventory, and then I'll start like getting orders for physical copies. Slightly more expensive than they were on Kickstarter, obviously, but that's how it be. Yeah, so payhip.com /atemozzarella. And other than that, um, yeah, I will be working on like I am getting more like the nice thing about this, no matter how stressful it is or no matter how much I have to handle, I'm learning so much. I'm learning how to deliver things. I'm learning how to like send off physical copies of things, physical like merch. And that's been really nice because now I can just send off Hainai stickers, I can send off Hainai prints, and just make that happen every month. I think what I'm planning to do is I'm going to do a monthly or bi-monthly, depending on how well I can get the rhythm going. Sales of Hainai stickers, Hainai art, Hainai prints, and all types of merch. And that's something I want to do. Limited time, just so I can, make some special ones every time. And yeah, let me see. Cherry Mecha says casually makes a whole animation. I mean, it's a short animation, but it's still a whole animation. So I wanted to do some dialogue, but then I was like, what dialogue do I use? I couldn't decide on the dialogue, so I was just like, I'm just gonna make her laugh. I don't know. I'm just gonna make her laugh. Too lazy to do anything else. Um, but yeah. That's me. That's my life right now. I can't complain, honestly. Like busy, but I'm doing the stuff that I really want to do, and I'm really happy about that. Like, by the way, I'm turning 31 this year. Which is wild because like Hainai is still happening in the year 2020. Well, it's coming into the year 2021. But yeah, Hainai is still happening in the year 2021 after New Year's, and it is very funny. Like I am it's been gosh, it's been so long. Like we started Hainai in November 2020 and now it's 2025. And some things take forever and some things happen so fast. And the fact that Hainai has grown like 100-fold in the last 2 years has been wild to me. But yeah, it's it's been amazing. Sherry Becca says, "I'd love books." Yeah, honestly, like some High Night books. I've already designed so many like comics. Like a book is probably way easier to lay out, quite frankly. So I just have to take all of the scripts, make them into actually I think what would happen is that I would do it for Remind Me to Tell You Later and all of the standalone ones because, dialogue is one thing, script is one thing, but a lot of that Remind Me to Tell You Later and like single stories, it could be a short story collection, and that would be pretty fun. So, Nerdy Flower says, so much ground covered in such little in universe time. Wow, right? Like, High Night started in 2020. It's now in 2021, which means that the pandemic isn't happening in the High Night universe, but the the supernatural epidemic is happening for sure. Something else is this has made it. I believe some podcasts have annotated transcripts as fundraiser slash Patreon rewards. True, that would be nice. It would have to be something that I work on when I'm not working on the podcast. That's the big problem. Like I do most of the work on the podcast. My co-creators, they do some amazing work, but they're only doing like editing while I'm doing the writing, editing, directing, voice acting. Um, so I don't have time to do the extra work either, even though I really, really want to. And right now, Hainai, and the Patreon and the ad revenue is what's keeping me afloat. So I'm trying to figure out a way to like supplement that without losing out on just, making more Hainai. So I'm gonna figure it out. We love that for them, yeah. Nerdy Flower, no pandemic, only pit. Only pit. I'm trying to think of like what's a good symbol for the pit. Let's do some paganism right now. Let's do some pit-based paganism right now. What will be the symbol for the pit? Like something you could do with emojis would be the funnest thing. I mean, obviously the emoji's the pit, but like there, this is the pit symbol, the Hainai pit symbol. Yeah. Elizabeth says, "I'm heading out. See y'all later. It's been really fun. Thank you, Elizabeth. See y'all for episode tomorrow. Yeah, come to the episode tomorrow. That'll be very fun. Bye, Elizabeth. Yeah, I. Oh gosh, I'm honestly like I want to keep chatting, but I am a little bit tired as well. But please drop some questions. Enjoy yeah, good night everyone. See you tomorrow, says Truffling. Enjoy your birthday, Motzie. Thank you. And Many John Possum says it's like emojis but turned sideways, so it's like pit. Exactly. Pit. Bye Truffling. And then it has even more symbolism since the pit sees you. Exactly, right? Like that. That's the pit. The pit sees you. Yay. But yeah, drop some more questions or any other thoughts in the chat below. But I may, yeah, there's an I in it, says Many Jawed Possum. Exactly. And Nerdy says, gazing into the pit until the pit gazes back. Exactly. Pit posting. I really want to make the pit shirt soon. Um, but yeah, keep messaging, keep dropping comments. But if you're all good with it, this is not end up a bit shorter than I want, but I might well actually, I might stick around until the very end, but I am trying to think of other things to show before I go because I wish I had more energy, but when I don't have like a guest, I should have asked for a guest, but I really just did not want to plan anything. I didn't want I've been planning so much this week. I've been busy with so much that I just wanted to jump in, say hi to everybody because like this is really what I wanted. I really wanted to just say hi and chat with everybody, and the fact that so many people are in chat right now makes me so happy. So thank you all. Like thank you so much for joining me here. Okay. Many John Possum said, Nerdy Flower asked the pit on the date. Cherry Mecca says, what if we held hands with the pit? Ooh. Alex says, there is no greater and purer love than the love of the pit. Exactly. It's the heart. Exactly. Taking the pit to Olive Garden. Devouring all. I mean, the pit is a mouth. It'll eat. The pit is maw. It'll eat. Uh, Yippee! Oh, I love pit posting. I do want to get this shirt out soon. Ooh, so eepy though. Why am I so eepy? We know why. It's been a tiring week. It's been a tiring month, and everyone's having a nice little like Easter celebration. I hope you all get some egg. Egg. Happy Easter. Egg. Happy egg. Manny Judd Possum says, getting the server to grate an entire block of parmesan into a nice bowl of zuppa toscana with the pit. Fractal Fan Alex says, the pit must feed, the pit must be fed. And Cherry Mecha says, CPEP. Manny Judd Possum says, egg. Nerdy Flower says, I bought myself a Kinder Egg, no shame. Yes. I mean, I should have bought something from Dollarama just for Easter, I feel, but I mean, I have chocolate, so that's fine. That's enough. Cherry Mecca says egg, and Menu Job Possum says egg posting hours. Yeah, egg posting, pit posting. We are we're not just one thing. We are many things. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about the the sexy polls. I don't know if I mean some of you have seen it. I don't know if all of you have seen it, but the Mary versus Jonathan Harker sexy polls. We are we may not be winning, but we are winning. You know what I mean? You want to talk about what? Okay, Manny John Possum doesn't know. So on Tumblr, there's a sexy poll, sexiest podcast character poll, and right now Mary is up against Jonathan Harker. And as you may know, the white British man is the Tumblr staple crop. They cannot get themselves off it, no matter how hard they try. But I have been putting some very important work into propagandizing Mary and being like, do you really want the British white man to be to win the sexy poll against the fat Filipino woman? Oh, Manny John Possum says, "Oh, sexy polls, not sexy holes." I mean, I no listen, we were talking about the pit. I understand. I understand where your brain was. In the pit, where everything else is. And the pit, as we know, is very dateable and romantic and sexy. um Alex fan says me three. Everyone heard sexy halls. Cherry Mecca and Alex also said Nerdy Flower says screaming. And Medja Possum says yet another British white man. Oh no, Motzie. The pit can be sexy. The pit is very sexy. Dragged off stage. No, you're right. You're right. No one's booing you. You're right. Uh, but yeah, sorry. We were doing a podcast sexiest character polls, and Jonathan Harker is winning, which is an affront to all life itself. But no, not no. Actually, um, in all seriousness, it's because Ray Dracula has millions of downloads, and we only have a couple 100,000. So that is just like numbers. Like that is like genuinely, it's just numbers. But I have been making a whole thing about like how Tumblr cannot stop itself from thinking the white British man is sexy, even when the opponent is many levels sexier. And that is a sickness that they have to fix. No, I'm kidding. No, it's fine. Obviously, like a lot of people misinterpret these polls as favorite character polls, and I'm sure Jonathan Harker is a wonderful character. He's just not sexy. Like, what the fuck is everyone talking about? Jonathan Harker is not sexy. Let's accept this. As a lover of Jonathan Harker who thinks he's lovely, he's not sexy. Like, what is wrong with you people? No. They have the Tumblr sexy man disease. Exactly. Exactly. It is like the absence of sex makes people imagine. The absence of sex appeal is what Tumblr latches onto, and it is a true phenomenon for the ages. um Many John Possum says we need to hype High Night in the Silk Cord to Fractify Alex, and then yeah, Cherry Mecca said they have Tumblr second man disease. And Alex says, I've been trying. You can also DM me for the High Night Discord link. Motzie and most people from the chat are there. Yeah, no, come on to our Discord. I don't blast the Discord everywhere because for a way to sort of like keep spam out. Generally, like, I mean, obviously, like, the High Night following is not so gigantic it will get spammed too much. But when people really want to join the Discord, you can find our link on the Tumblr. And I think it's also on our website. But, like, yeah, generally, like, it's not, you have to look for it. Or you can ask people who are already on it to come on. And yeah, you're welcome there. As long as you like know what Hainai is and like actually like it, you're welcome there. We've got like one spam, like just one spam joiner. But for the most part, it's been pretty good. Everyone's really lovely there. Just a great time all around, and you get to see me lose my mind at like 2 a.m. while I'm thinking of Hainai things to do. Mhm. Um, Manny John Possum says, "Oh yeah, Big Mood Plebs is constantly getting bots, and we're always kicking one or another." Um, what's plebs? Sorry, like I'm reading it as plebs because that's the anagram, or not anagram, the shortened version. But yeah, that's so fair. Yeah, so like I want Hainan to be big enough that we have like a good pop in Discord server, which we do. But yeah, like we don't want to be, we don't want to have like our Discord link front and center. So that there is more like self. It's almost like a self. What's the word? Like self sorting, or like self not censoring. It's sort of like if people really want to join, they'll join. So that's really how it goes. And it's also like I encourage people to to interact outside of the Discord, because part of the way that Hainai can get to more people is if people outside of the fandom and the Discord already like want show interest. So I always encourage people like I am it's so funny. I love the Discord. I love everyone in it. I am diametrically opposed to the entire concept of Discord in terms of like its function in fandom. If I we made a Discord early on, but honestly like if I could go back, I would rather have like a Reddit, something more public. But ultimately I don't, I'm always going to be happy that Discord happened because everyone there is just amazing. Oh, Manny John Possum says RQ Plebs, which started as an RQ fan server, but we're all podcasts all the time, plus a Magnus containment zone and needs constant reinforcement. Yeah, so fair. But yeah, so RQ Plebs. That means we'd be part of that, wouldn't we? Or is it just for RQ? Is that for RQ podcasts only, or is that for RQ Network podcasts too? Because I guess we would be under. We would count, right? Because we are an RQ podcast. But that being said, I still love the Discord. I really do. I always post stuff. What's funny about it is that like I put stuff on the Patreon and be like Patreon exclusive, but no, it also goes on this. I also share it on the Discord sometimes, just because everyone on the Discord is just lovely. So sometimes I do cheat a little bit. I do put a couple of like small little patron things on the Discord, maybe a day after. But yeah, like public doesn't. I try to keep it off the public for a little while so that the Patreon is like worthwhile. And there's lots of Patreon stuff that I don't share, obviously, like the full bonus episodes. It's for anyone now. Oh, awesome. But yeah, I'm part of too many Discords as well, so I try to like limit my own Discord stuff. I only check the High Night Discord and also a couple other ones. I'm still on the 9 to Midnight Discord because people are fun there. I'm on the Someone Dies in This Elevator Discord. That's also really fun. I want to draw something for the Someone Dies in This Elevator episode, but it's not until August, so I have time. And I have so much to do right now, so. Um, I was chatting yesterday with my writing partner, Edward, who, um, yeah, it's very hard to keep up with Discords. That's why I also like encourage people to just post about Hainai online. If they post about Hainai, I am the Hainai account is just about everywhere. So I tend to share almost all posts except for, ones that I think even the person would not want me to share. You know what I mean? So, but like when it's generally just a positive, cute, fun thing that they post, I share it on the Hainai socials because I love checking those. Um, Blue Sky, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I tend to stick around and like check out what the engagement is on there. I love seeing like what people are talking about with Hainai. The only place I'm not on is Reddit, but I mean I probably should be because Reddit seems like a lovely place for podcasters other than Tumblr. But I never learned how to use Reddit, and at this point I'm too scared. At this point I'm like, but it's nice because I get to see people recommending Hainai on Reddit, and Reddit is like archived pretty well on Google, so it's not like I don't see it. Um, Reddit's kind of scary. Reddit can be a cesspool. So fair. I mean, pretty much most social media is nowadays, so it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, that's why I always tell people like, yeah, talk about Hainai outside of the Discord. I really appreciate it. I don't want to tell people what to do, but I also really appreciate when people like understand why I'm asking, because it is a bit of a struggle to kind of get more people on it. And although on that note, we have been pretty lucky. Like we've had a good listenership, which I really appreciate. So that's been really nice. Also, I heard that a really cool thing that I heard from when we got featured on the Hainai podcast, not Hainai podcast, the Magnus podcast RSS feed. So like when we got uh feed dropped on the Magnus feed, we apparently got a larger than average listenership. Hainai featured on Hainai. Did you know that the Hainai podcast was featured on the Hainai podcast? But yeah. Um, when we were on the Magnus feed, apparently we got like a larger listenership than most other feed drops, which I'm really happy about. And I did see the big shift. Like, obviously, I'm like, oh, I need to keep the listenership going. I need to keep the listenership going. But that's because it grew quite a lot. So that's been pretty nice. It has been great. Yeah. I mean, most of you got in because of like because I mean, half of you, I would say. The other half has been like old guard, lovely people. But half of you got in because of like the Magnus feed drop, and I'm always happy about that. And I'm like, can we do it again? Like, hey, Rusty Quill, can we do it again? Like tugging on their sleeve, like, hey, Rusty Quill, hey. Yeah, gotta get those feed swaps. Exactly. Deserved. Every no one needs to be listening to Hainai. Jem dragged me here and I'm forever grateful. Yeah, and we're grateful for you. No, I loved your like reactions to everything. They've been great. That's why I want to make more episodes as fast as possible so that everyone can like everyone's caught up and now I'm not seeing as much like listenership because everyone's catching up to the show and I'm like, no, I have to release new content, new stories. Because our release schedule is kind of odd. Nerdy Flower says, I wish I could remember how I found Hainai. I happened upon it back in 2022 and I binged it. Yeah, no, you're such an old guard. I love it. Like, Nerdy, you're amazing. We love you. All the old guard people are amazing. And some people I've seen like, oh, they were listening back in like 2022, 2021, and then they're like, oh, I need to catch up. And I'm like, hello, we're still here. Yeah, Cherry says, you need to give me more things to scream over, silly. Yes, that's what I want to do. Uh, I why can't I just make the thing that I already imagined and then just beam it all into your brains? So difficult to, make things from scratch like an artist does, to like a writer does, etc., etc. Manny John Possum says, I know my fellow mod Arian has been on Hainai for a while, but I've only recently gotten on board despite my exponential Q creep. No problem. You know, I'm always like telling people, listen to Hainai, listen to Hainai. Here's the thing. When someone tells me to listen to something, it takes me approximately 2 business years to get there. So I will never judge people when they say like I haven't listened to Hainai. That's fine. I'm saying listen to Hainai to everyone who is susceptible to listening to Hainai at this very moment. Everyone else who cannot at this time listen to Hainai, same, same. Handshake, same. Just because Hainai is my current obsession doesn't mean it can be everyone else's. That's fine. Cherry Mecha says, so rude that it takes time to make good things, SMH, right? Right? How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. There's no We're getting to that point in the stream. Yeah. Benny Joe Possum says, I subscribed like 3 years ago and it takes so long for me to get anything in particular into my ears. In your ears is? In your ears is? Yes, I totally understand. I also, that is me as well. I knew from the beginning that I would like Hadestown. Took me 2 years to listen to it. I just decided to listen to the entire thing in one go one day, and it became my favorite musical. So I totally understand. Um, yeah, I am so looking forward to Hainai merch. I really am. I just need to have. The other thing is, I am looking for work, and if I do get work, I will have less time to work on Hainai. So that's why I'm trying to get Hainai bigger and bigger, so that I can justify having more time, like spending more time on Hainai, which I already am doing, which is nice. But yeah, like if Hainai is the bulk of my income, then I can be working on it constantly every single day, which I kind of already do, but like making episodes, I should say. I don't make episodes every single day, but I am making episodes for most of my time in Hainai, and that's what I want to do. Anyway, bubble tea. And I also want, yeah, when I'm not working on episodes, I want to work on merch. When I'm not working on merch, I want to work on like, posting stuff and just doing Hainai. I want to do more streams. That's something I haven't done in a while. Like we kind of stopped doing the regular streams for a little bit because I do have to work on like I've basically been doing a weekly schedule, even though it doesn't feel like it, because it's been episode, bonus episode. So it's like a weekly release schedule that we're doing right now, which is kind of tough to keep up with, but like what because I don't have any other work necessarily other than packing these books. It's been nice to be able to do it. This is the fastest Hainai has ever released, other than the first like 4 weeks of it when we first started and we were releasing weekly. Yours is exactly. Yeah, it's a cute plushie, right? Little bubble tea plushie. I don't think we can get as far as plushies because those take way more time and effort to make. But I do think we can do keychains and pins um and stickers and prints for sure. Speaking of stickers, look at this. I still haven't put it on anything. I got it when we fundraised when we did Life with Leo fundraiser. Speaking of, Life with Leo is so cute. I still haven't listened to season 2. That's the thing, right? Like, I love Life with Leo. I think it's one of the best podcasts ever. I still have not listened to season 2, even though season 1 was left on a very painful cliffhanger. For some reason, I'm just like, I think I listened to maybe the first couple of episodes of season 2, and then I simply stopped. But yeah, like, that's the thing about listening to podcasts that you like. I totally understand when people can't at the moment of their life. So I'm just trying to like get more people interested in Hainai, so people who can listen to it can listen to it now, and then other people who can't listen to it can listen to it later. Okay. Ooh. Nerdy Flower says, Hainai technical question. Have you ever been overheard while recording Hainai? Another horror podcaster I listened to had her upstairs neighbor call 911 because she was recording streams in her closet and didn't realize they were home. And keys. And Fractal Fan Alex says, I've also heard some such anecdotes about TMA crew. Um, no. I would say that I haven't had any problems. We have a fairly well noise cancelled apartment. Although I know this for a fact, I can hear my upstairs neighbor. Like, even though this is a fancy apartment, I can hear my upstairs neighbor. Not fancy. It's like fake luxury. And perhaps the downstairs neighbor can hear me, but we're in the middle of the city, so I think they just don't care. I don't scream that much for Hainai, which is funny. I do a lot of other fun sounds that are scary, but I try to keep the screams down to a minimum for that very reason. I do sing a lot, so if they haven't complained about that, then there's nothing I can do. But so thankfully, no. Um, and maybe it's because they don't know where it's coming from. Also a possibility. But yeah, that's the technical answer to technical questions. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who struggles to sit down and listen to slash watch slash read things I enjoy, right? That's really just natural state of life. But yeah. So really after this, all I'm gonna do is like work a bit more on high night stuff, maybe like prepare tomorrow's episode because the episode is fully done. It's on Patreon, but I still have to add just the credits and the opening spiel, the little pop Patreon song, just to get people to join the Patreon. And of course, the thanking the fundraisers, or the people who fundraised for this season, for this part of Act 3. I'm actually counting down the episodes for Act 3. Obviously, we've made more than 12, obviously, because I do enjoy like putting little in between episodes and like just, being able to do some short stories and stuff. But right now we're at the point where there are certain um, points I want to hit, and I'm trying to think of how to say it without spoiling anything. Next one is the Dambuhala. We all know this. It's gonna be the Wahila episode. That'll be fun. Dambuhala. And then the events after that will include Laura and the Good Foci. So that's exciting. Laura and the Good Foci. And then what else? I'm trying to remember something. Wait, it's in my notes. I have notes. The notes are actually my messages with my writing partner, which is so fun. Laura and the Good Foci. The Pride episode. So we're doing a Pride episode this year, and we already have it planned. And it's about Jack Robin and Young Will. That'll be fun. And then we have an episode planned for the future. We don't know when this is going to be because we're still like kind of trying to figure out where it fits. But it's called Pocket's Day Out. Pocket has a little adventure. And then Jay will send his last clue. He has 3 clues. So we already know like this is the big red string conspiracy mystery thing. And I am trying to be as mysterious as possible while still leaving some room to solve it, but like in a way where it doesn't get spoiled immediately by Alex. Alex and Becca. Alex and Becca are both like just so good at like keeping all these details together. It's amazing. Calling out Alex. And then Alex is in the chat. Alex is a wonderful lore master of Hainai, who we love, and also Becca as well. Becca also has the red string stuff. Um, and then what else we have here? Yeah, Jay's last clue. Um. Oh yeah, the ghost hunters. There's gonna be a ghost hunting show. I'm not going to say how it's related, but you will all know as soon as it happens how. And what I want to do for that, although again because we have limited time and resources, we'll see what happens. What I'm planning to do is get a bunch of audio drama people to be the stupid ghost hunters. I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be obviously it's gonna be a big and difficult episode to edit, but it's gonna be fun. Collaborative ghost hunting episode with a lot of really dumb people, who are played by our wonderful like audio drama voice actors who are always down to clown, and I love them so much for that. But yeah, okay, yeah, we're actually coming to the end of the stream. Hainai Woodbine Toronto crossover. You know what? I had tea, not coffee. I had tea with one of the creators of Woodbine a couple weeks ago, because I just wanted to meet up. So when you are speaking the Hainai Woodbine crossover into existence, well, obviously no promises for anything. We're not talking about anything, but we have chatted in real life because I wanted to meet up with other amazing like podcasters, especially podcasters in Toronto, especially horror podcasters, especially queer horror podcasters. So cat mouth, exactly. One way or another we're definitely going to have some sort of like collaborative thing. No, nothing like finalized about what it is yet, but we did get the chat. We were both really tired though, so we were like, this is not how we wanted the chat to go. We're both so tired. So we're like, we're gonna meet up again. We're definitely gonna meet up again when we're less tired. And it's like, yeah, so fair. That's so fair. That was nice. That was really nice. I really like that chat with Chris. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Any other questions before I say goodnight? I'm gonna just I'm gonna do eat a snack, I guess, and then chill out, maybe play a video game. Nothing fun really, just video games that help me decompress after a long day. Yeah. Ask your questions, or if you have no more questions, I'm gonna say goodnight. So yeah, just drop your questions before I end this. Also, Dawn. Oh my gosh, Dawn on the YouTube chat. Hello. I'm so sorry I didn't like see you earlier. I was actually checking the Twitch chat. But thank you, Dawn, for joining. Dawn said I haven't started Life with Leo yet. It seems cute though. Yeah, it super is. I love it a lot. I just somehow just stumbled into it, and I don't know. Like I have a hard time listening to audio dramas, but Life with Leo, I just like jumped in. Perhaps because of the robot romance. Maybe it's that the android romance just got me. They got me. They like pulled me by my neck. Um, and Dawn says, "This sounds so cute. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by the way. I know a lot of people were like coming in a bit late or coming in just throughout. But I'm really glad you all came. This is really sweet. Happy early birthday, says Nerdy Flower, and happy early birthday, says Cherry Mecca. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this birthday because I'm really happy to spend time with my family. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm tired right now because I'm preparing so much stuff so that it's ready and done with before the end of this month, so that I can just relax and spend time with family. So right now, you're seeing me at my stressed out before the week of happiness and fun times and chill times. So, but I'm happy to see everybody. Manny John Possum says, "Ah, yes, happy early Motzie Day to you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much." But yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna say, yeah. Um, Dawn says I couldn't find the Twitch. LOL. That's fine. Johnny Demented says I don't want the series to ever end. Thank you. No, me too. I mean, it will have an ending, obviously, because all good series have an ending. But I do. I want to keep making high night things. So even if the series proper is gonna have an ending, we'll see if there's any other stories I can tell. But yeah, like just it's. I have so much fun making it. So thank you for saying. Dawn says, "Yeah, I was late, but it was nice to catch it. Thank you." Thank you for coming, and it's totally fine. You can enjoy the VOD if you want. There are a couple of things in there worth looking at. We did a preview of tomorrow's episode, which we're going to live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST, like usual. So please catch that if you can. I'm not going to be talking, but we will have the chat open, and I'll be saying hi in the chat, so that'll be nice. Another thing is. I also showed a really cute little animation that I did for Mary. So if you like go back to the VOD, you'll see that as well. I also showed a bit of the stuff that I'm working on, which is a High Night sticker pack and a pit based shirt, the High Night pit posting shirt. That'll be really fun. And yeah, I just said I was talking to the other chatters, mentioning like different topics, mentioning like future plans for High Nai, mentioning possible like meetups at conventions and things, which I'm really excited about. Like I'm doing TCAF, which is Toronto Comics Arts Festival, mainly for the comic that I made, but Hainai fans can come over and I will happily like stock the table with some Hainai merch and other things and giveaways, Hainai giveaways as well. I'm really excited about that. Just come say hi if you're at TCAF. I will be there under Motzie Dapple. And I will also be at DreadCon in September at Burlington. So DreadCon is a dark fiction um, convention that I signed up for. I'm really happy to be there in September, and I might make it into a High Night proper meetup. I'm gonna try scheduling something before or after the con so that High Night fans can come over, say hello, and we can have maybe like a fun little like cafe meetup or dinner meetup. So yeah, yeah. I'll try to find that. Yeah, I'll announce everything properly on both my social media and also the social media of Hainai. TCAF, I still haven't posted about it. I need to post about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna list down all the things I need to do. I'll take care of it tomorrow. But yeah, let's say goodnight to everybody. Happy early birthday, everyone says. Is it an everybody lives end? It's an everybody lives ending, right? Good question. Um, Can't wait for the Pit posting shirt, says Cherry Mecca, and Pit be with you and also with you. Pit be with you and also with you. Happy Easter, everybody! Please enjoy an egg for me. Whether it's a chocolate egg, or a chocolate rabbit, or a real egg, enjoy egg for me. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. That's a concerning laugh, says Dawn. All right. I don't want to say goodbye because everyone's so nice and fun. But yeah, I will say goodnight now. Thank you so much. And have a good night. See you all soon. And I will do proper announcements on all the socials. See you tomorrow. Actually, see you all tomorrow for the next episode stream. Tomorrow's episode, 9 p.m. EST. Bye-bye! Maraming salamat! Ingat! Bye-bye!